Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more Kamen Rider Saber, you guys. Last time was crazy. I cannot wait to see what is going to happen next. If you're joining me early today, you already know what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. Okay, so let's unpack what happened last time, because there was a lot, and it definitely felt like last time was sort of the segue into the final arc of the show. I don't know if anyone else kind of got that feeling. I know it's kind of been... I've seen it in the comments back and forth about, like, what? Are we in, like, the third phase of the show? Are we in kind of, like, the third act or the final act of the show? And I feel like last time kind of, it's what turned the tide for me, because we had Luna finally coming back, the reunion finally. It was kind of sad that she couldn't stick around, but I'm sure she will be back for, you know, whatever's going to be the actual, like, final battle. But I was definitely getting, like, some finale vibes last time. It felt like a big, epic conclusion of sorts. But they definitely are leaving things very open-ended with, like, Logos clearly having kind of another shot at what he was trying to do. But I mean, it definitely still felt like a win, because even our departure from Luna this time was much more positive, I would say. It was much more of like a see you later than oh my god, help. You know, like, help, I'm being blown away into this vortex. We got, oh, everyone got their swords back. It was pretty sweet. I'm not sure, like, at one point Ren was, I mean, it almost kind of looked like we just all had, like, a common enemy, you know, but Ren is still off with Desauced, and so I don't know what's going to happen with that, but, Kento, it was a really great moment when he had, like, both the swords in front of him, and I almost thought, like, is he going to choose? Is he going to go back to being a Spada? But no, he's still, I mean, that, we have not gone through enough of him kind of coming around to that idea yet for that to happen. We know he's still very intent on, like, have to save Toma, you know, have to do what I have to do in order to save the world and all that good stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I'd say it was a win, but they definitely did leave the door open for, like, oh yeah, and Yuri came back. Oh my god, how could I possibly forget? But yeah, they definitely did leave the door open more for, like, okay, Logos can still do some damage. Like, he can still do this, but now we have, like, a decent shot at stopping him. So, I don't know what's going to happen with Reika and her brother. Like, last time really felt like they knew, like, they legit knew they had been, like, double-crossed. So I don't know if, like, they're just going to get over it, or if they're going to go off and do their own thing, or maybe join our crew. I honestly have no clue, but it should be interesting to find out, you guys. So what do you say? We go ahead, we jump in on this next episode. Let's go. And then I have to wake it up, and then it takes a second. All right, you guys. Oh my god, what an episode. So I do feel like we finally have a little bit, we're putting together more of the picture now. So as it stands, Kento has been fighting all this time because he does not see this ending. So first I thought it was he doesn't see it ending without, like, just everyone dying. Now I'm starting to see that the way he sees it, even if Toma saves the world, we lose Toma. Like, he doesn't die, but he goes to Wonder World, and he can't, we lose him from this world. I wonder if that's what's happening with Luna, because it kind of seemed like they were hinting at, like, but where does Luna go? What is happening with Luna? If Luna was created to connect the two worlds, I wonder if she has a similar kind of, like, caveat that she can't exist in both worlds at once, or something like that. I don't know. I'm just speculating. Also, Bahato was not dead. He was straight up there. So I don't know what the story is there, but I'm super glad. And I wonder if he'll end up... I mean, he seemed to really want everything to just end. So I would think he would be a fan of the whole, like, kill and destroy until everything is gone. But they said all the swordsmen, you guys. And they included Reika and her brother in that, too. That was not a... I thought they just meant like, oh, okay, so Ren and Kento have to come back and everything. But I think they're talking like all the swordsmen. So I don't know what's going to happen there. Had they said that Master Logos' name was Izzak before? Because I feel like now that when he said it out loud, I feel like it felt somewhat familiar, but maybe not. They might have said it like a really long while back and I just forgot it. But no, he prefers to go by God. So there's that. I'm really glad that finally they, what are they, Shindai, I think is their last name, brother and sister, decided to, I mean, it certainly wasn't like a, yeah, heck yes, we're on your side, but it was like, okay, the world's literally going to end, so none of this is going to mean very much unless we all fight together. I don't know where they're all going to stand after. I don't even know who's making it through this, because when they went and challenged Master Logos, I'm like, oh my god, they're going to die, aren't they? They're going to be like our end of the season deaths. Okay, so getting back to Kento, so his plan was to basically sacrifice himself in order to save the world and make sure that Toma didn't have to become a part of Wonderworld. And embracing this power, so this power that we've been talking about for so long now, is basically the power of Wonderworld. Luna has chosen Toma, and if he gets that power, he's going to be like, I'm guessing like Victor, and he's going to live in Wonderworld, and he's no longer going to be a part of our world. I agree with Yuri. Trust in Toma, because he will find a way, or like something will happen where like, I don't know. I can see it very easily happening where like they do something where the worlds are now one, or they're connected permanently so that he could just go back. Or maybe they're going to do like, you know, I won't say because not everyone's seen all the same Rider series, but, you know, I have seen series where they end, and if you know, you know, if you know, you know, they end the series with the character kind of like going off and becoming a different kind of being and living in a whole different like plane of existence. And that's just kind of how it ended. Oh my god, don't get me started on that. But I don't know. I feel like that's not where we're headed with this. I feel like we are headed towards like Toma is gonna write his own story, and he's gonna find a way to have his cake and eat it too, and save the world, and still be there, and still hang out and write and run his little bookstore, and get Luna back. And we had a nice little conversation with Sophia in this one too about how like, yeah, we don't really care that you were like created from a book, like you're still our girl, like we love you, we're not gonna split hairs over like how each of us came into existence, like you're here, you're a friend, so cool. All right guys, I think I've ranted enough. So we definitely have a clearer picture now of like why Kento was trying to stop this, what his big stake in this is, what exactly is going to happen with Toma, why exactly it has to happen. I will say this. Oh my god. I cannot end this without saying that Kamen Rider Solomon, as awful as it is and as scary as it is when he like pops up out of the book over like the whole world, like a horrible like Pop Goes the Weasel kind of thing. Oh my god, Kamen Rider Solomon is so spectacular. I love the design. I love the effect. I love it all. And I will say, like, Master Logos, like, none of us is gonna forget Master Logos anytime soon, you know? He's a pretty interesting villain, I gotta say. He's entertaining. I mean, certainly his goal kind of is not too complicated. It's like, yeah, so my clan's been doing this for all this time, and they're idiots because they had all this power and never did anything with it, and I'm super bored, so what do you say we just start like endless war and sit back and crack open a soda and grab some popcorn and enjoy the show. So his motives are not complicated, but I do feel like he is memorable and that he is very, like, the facial thing. Like, everyone on the show has been, like, working overtime on their facial stuff because just, they're killing it. They're all killing it with, like, the facial acting skills. I think I see a bug on my wall. Is that a bug? I have no clue. I better go check it out. All right, guys. That was great. I'm getting nervous. I'm getting excited. I'm getting both. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time, and we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.